Hello and welcome to a special edition of Game On from the brand new Liberty Softball Stadium. I'm Clement Townsend, joined by Matt Warner. Matt, the LU players and coaches have prayed over every seat in the stadium.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, this is one of the finest softball facilities in the country.
No doubt about it. From the locker rooms to the indoor hitting facility to the coaches' offices, this place is top-notch. And you team that with a head coach who's one of the greatest all-time in her sport. It's a dangerous combination, Clement.
It sure is. Speaking of combinations for a lot of families, the daddy-daughter bond is a special one. That is certainly the case for the Clarke family. Ever since she could walk, Maddie Clarke has enjoyed the game of softball, and those steps have taken her down a familiar family path. Alan York has the details in this week's York Report.
Imagine fulfilling a dream of playing college softball, not only at the school you always wanted, but also on the same field where your father played baseball almost 30 years ago. That's the reality for Liberty Flames freshman outfielder Maddie Clarke.
It's crazy. It's like mind-boggling because every time I go out there, I think of Dad out there, and I'm like, wow, he played at the exact same spot I played at, and it's just like completely amazing because it's always been my dream and my aspiration to come out and do exactly what he did, and so I'm living that dream.
Maddie's father David suited up for the Flames in the mid-1980s, and seeing his daughter now play for Liberty softball is something he's very proud of.
Very exciting for one, because like you say, I did play here. Her mom and I met here, and I had a 4-year career, and it is actually on the same site as she's playing right now. Not the same stadium, of course, but same site, so it's really exciting.
Like most little kids, Maddie began playing softball at a young age when her dad introduced her to the sport.
I've played softball all of my life. It's been since I could walk. Dad handed me a ball and a bat as soon as I could talk and walk, and he's like, well, you look like you're a natural athlete, so you might as well follow in my footsteps, so I thought that was awesome.
You know, we'd start playing in the backyard, and I could tell, you know, she was pretty good. Something about Maddie you may not know, she started out playing baseball. So she played baseball up until about 13 with the boys. So, and was very successful and made some all-star teams, batted fourth.
As Maddie decided where she wanted to go to college, Liberty was the only thing on her mind.
Well, I'm actually a big family person, so I'm actually excited that I got the opportunity to stay in Lynchburg and do what I love here in Lynchburg. And actually, speaking of, my dad said the other day, like during the home opener, the first time when my name was announced, and he's like, I saw you on the roster. And I was like, he's like, it brought chills to me because I was like, wow, you're playing where I play. I remember all the swings we took in the basement, every single second we were together, and that actually kind of hit me hard because I was like, wow, it's actually real, and it's actually the dream I'm living out.
She had always looked towards going to Liberty, and so being able to play softball here at Liberty was just such a bonus. We didn't have to come to the decision, if she wasn't going to play softball, would she go to another school? So it all worked out. We give glory to God for that.
As Maddie Clarke continues to develop as a college softball player, we know one thing is for sure, and that's how much she's liked around her team.
We call her MC. MC is just getting it done, so now it's my turn to do it. But she is just a spiritual leader as well, and you could just see her glow, and you'll see that as, you talk to her and as you're watching her. It's really fun, and it's contagious.
For Game On, I'm Alan York.